Let's get back to our national pastime, race relations. Newsweek had an article about how movies such as Malibu's Most Wanted and Bringing Down the House are angering blacks because the new version of racism is the black as mentor, teacher to the unevolved and naive white person. Right, now let me get this straight, because this is what I've heard for the past 20 years. You don't like The Cosby Show because it ignores the real problems of the underclass. You don't like Martin, Jamie Foxx, because it's somehow minstrel behavior. Don't like Barbershop because it was disrespectful for the civil rights movement. And now the movies where the goofy whites get validated from the blacks, those are racist too? By playing the race card indiscriminately, it has the effect of devaluing even your legitimate demands. How about one last movie? Denzel, Taye Diggs, Morgan Freeman, and Wesley Snipes help Ben Affleck, Tom Cruise, Colin Farrell, Leo DiCaprio, and they're the confused, uncoordinated, nerdy, and they get transformed into people of substance and validated by the brothers. And we could call it reparations for Rochester, or kiss my black ass, Mr. Benny. What's the matter? Basically what I'm saying, you know, I didn't mean to get off on the wrong foot, Patrice, but stop trying to pimp us with manufactured second-generation rage. You know, when white people hold out the olive branch...
Who's we? What?
Shut up and don't say we.
Oh.
Trying to say I'm not white?
What black reporter are you getting your information from?
I just saw in Newsweek.
All right.
All I'm saying is this. No, there's no reporting now. I'm telling you, this is my opinion. When we hold out the olive branch, you go, yo, why gotta be an olive branch? What's wrong with a birch branch? We go, you know what? I never thought of it that way. We are racist. Then I ain't a birch branch. Why? I can't have an olive branch? I can't be like everybody else? All I'm telling you is, don't you agree that we're damned if we do and damned if we don't from your community on issues such as this?
What the hell did you just say? I don't even know what you just said. First of all, here's the reason. This is what white people don't understand. White people have been stealing stuff for years. You took Jesus. You took... You took rock and roll, tried to claim as yours. You took a lot of stuff, tried to claim as yours. And I'm saying you is
not
the skin color, not Irish.
Engineering, math,
but this here, let me say this. This dude right here, this thing here it's only because they can't still rap that they're making it like they're making fun of it. But if I'm telling you, 60 years,
if you do it,
60 years from now, they're gonna try to say Eminem invented rap. Watch. White people would be slaves if they could, just to steal it.
You know what, that whole playing on racial stereotypes, you know, the white guy pretending to be a big hip hopper or the black guy pretending to be a white, you know, playing on every racial stereotype. It's been done forever. It's boring at this point, and it's you know, it's going to keep happening as long as people stop seeing themselves as individuals and keep classifying themselves as members of these big groups like black or Italian or sexual deviants with cashews for a head.
I didn't even notice that insult.
You know, why do we have to be classified in groups all the time? You know, as far as I'm concerned, anybody that says, you know, off the hizzle, shizzle, my nizzle is a moron, whatever his race is.
Well, oh, by the way, a lot of people do complain about me eating food, and I'm sorry about that if it makes them uncomfortable, the people at home, when I eat this food. So I'd like to apologize to you right now. I hope you know. Go ahead, what are you saying?
Well, I did an Olive Garden commercial because I was Italian, so it's not like, you know, you got to go to wherever you're going to get the gig, you know. And if
there's got to be more to this than that. Go on, please.
There's got to be more than this. You do. I mean, you got. There's a black guy, there's a white guy, and the white guys look like idiots. If the white guy should be upset, look at that.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty hip. What do you say, Jim?
Well, I want to know why black people complain about certain things. If you're going to complain about anything, complain about family matters, because they showed the worst thing you can show, which is a black nerd. There's nothing worse than a black nerd.
Except for a white shellless turtle. Shut your face and enjoy it.
Shut the face and enjoy that one. Well, the shirt, even the color of the shirt matches perfectly.
I think it's perfect that a turtle and a whale are on the same couch.
All right.
Enough.
And you thought all the writers for The Honeymooners died. Well, there they go.
This is like some reparation. I don't know what white people. White people are always trying to pretend racism doesn't exist.
Shut your trap.
Will you stop it? It's here. Enjoy it.
How many more apologies do you bastards need?
You didn't give us one.
Holy jeez, we didn't give you one?
Well, I'm talking your skin color, not Irish. the color white didn't give us any. That's what we talk about. That's
We let
another thing.
ODB out of jail the other day. Isn't that a big enough apology for you? All right, well, let's move on to the next subject, another racial thing, which is the Georgia, you guys heard about this Georgia high school? The white kids are having the white kids want to have the separate prom. You heard about that?
Yeah.
Now, when I went to high school, this is not a joke, so don't act like I'm trying to be funny. We had racial tension in my high school at the prom. I asked out this cute Asian girl. She blew me off for the head of the math team. And you know what? Then they moved back to China. I say a plague on both of them. Seriously. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even think of that. So let's move on. What do you guys say?
Well, black people should prefer a separate prom, so you don't have to watch white people dance. That should be one of them.
You know, it is actually upsetting because you think, well, the white people, they want a separate prom, but if you see those kids on CNN, they really are like old school hardcore racists.
What did they say?
They were like, we don't want them coons brushing up on that white girl.
They did not.
That's what it is.
No, they didn't say it. You know what? No, they didn't say it. They were thinking it. They were thinking it.
And the white dudes want the separate prom, not the white girls.
You know why the
white girls want to be at the black prom. They want to go to that boring white prom. What are they going to do?
It's upsetting. It's upsetting. This really did upset me because I thought, it was kind of be like, there's different kinds of racism. You got like Adams people have a certain kind of racism. I mean, the cops, they have a different kind of racism because they had to move out of their neighborhoods to Long Island. The black guys were beating them up, that kind of stuff. That's a different kind of racism. That racism down there was really old school, and it's sad that that in this day and age, the races really do not want to get
Well, what's
along.
new school racism though?
But
New school
No hoods.
No, let me tell you something.
It's not even racist. It's the bottom line is the white students said they wanted their own prom because they were afraid the black students were going to bring their kids. Don't look at me, stupid. Let them laugh.
I think it's to me it's sad.
I gotta be mad at that on national TV.
I know.
That was a good one.
That's the problem.
How dare you?
That's the problem with being black. You have to defend your whole race every time. They got to sit there seriously, or else they get abused by their own people.
Who cares about the boring white prom? And plus, black people aren't going, oh Lord, can I party with the white kids? They don't. No one
They
cares.
were. That's what was sad about it. They were.
No one cares.
I don't like your Georgia Black impression, by the way. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, oh Lord, Jesus!
You'd think
Sound
that
like Brock Peters.
the prom is like prom is one of those things that makes you realize that we all have more in common than we have different, and that's what's sad about it. Like prom night, always reminds us that whatever our races may be on the outside, vomit is always multicolored.
That's beautifully said. For God's sake, don't leave me alone with these people. We'll be right back.